Hello and welcome to another week of Messenger Animals Oracle. We're using this deck. I'm the artist and the author, and it is available for sale. You can connect to that through the link down below whenever you're ready. Okay. This week coming forth, it was actually really interesting because I was shown to communicate or bring forth a message from the throat chakra, specifically the throat chakra. I was like, okay, this should be interesting. So we got the lemur, which is all about communication, which I kind of love. And then we got the horse and the chameleon. Okay, so I hope you've picked your card and let's get on with the reading. So the lemur and the support card is the meerkat. And what I'm actually seeing this week is, if I bring this up closer, see this cheeky little devil, he's just like all over the place. He's in there. He's not like got any hesitation at all. And this is what you're being shown. This is like clarity, putting it forth, living your best life. It's like this indication that the more you communicate your authentic truth, your ideas, your thoughts, the more you're connecting to opportunity. Okay, this is showing that there is this sense of awakening, this cycle of expansion, and this is incredible. It actually feels amazing because this opportunity that is awakening, but you have to communicate it. Okay, if you sit there and you think, well, I've been shown that I'm going into a cycle of expansion, but you don't actually communicate to allow those thoughts, ideas, and concepts to be heard, then they're not going to go anywhere. Okay, so it's really important that you keep talking just randomly, just whatever comes forth. Be open, be true to you, and allow that to come forth, because you never know when you're in conversation, when you're expressing your truth, when you're just, and it may not even seem related to what you're working towards, but conversations and energy flows, and through that energy of communication, whether it's written, spoken, whether it's, like even passive communication, that is just by being in the space of someone and being present with that someone, it creates a ripple of opportunity. And this is what you're being shown, that to connect into that growth fully and continue that cycle of expansion, you must keep showing up. Okay, this communication and just speaking your truth. You don't have to hide it anymore. You are perfect. Just say it as it is, and allow this clarity to bless every part of your life and create those networks around you to move up and just go, yes, I'm doing this. This is fantastic. I love it. All right. So fantastic. Your message, keep communicating, keep evolving into that communication in all forms. Don't limit yourself through that. Okay. Just keep communicating. Now, the second card, horse and the blue whale. It feels to me that the throat chakra is bringing a message of needing to transition out of where you have been to move into where you want to be. So there is a sense that there's still triggers, there's still underlying difficulties that are preventing you from expressing your truth. So the blue whale is about karmic clearing. Okay, it's about allowing what has been to stay there, to be resolved, and to move out of that. And the best way to do that and to move into your own freedom and potential is through renouncing, through uncreating, through refusing to own that energy anymore. And you can rewire what's hidden within the unconscious, within the mind, the body, the soul, through verbal communication. When you are putting out those words, even if you're not fully believing them at the time that you're saying, when I first came out of, when I was in fibromyalgia and I was experiencing chronic fatigue, I'd been that way for what felt like a lifetime. It was, a lifetime. And that scars the soul. That was difficult to move out of. And I knew that I had to, but this feels very related to something similar to what I went through back then, where there is this karmic trench and you're stuck in it because this is what you've been experiencing. This is what's tied you there. That's what's been stuck, and that is what's radiated, and it's brought you down. But by allowing yourself to communicate a different truth, a different reality, then you become that new reality. And I would say the words. I was diligent. Every day, every morning, every afternoon, every evening, I would do the meditations. Whether I was able to sustain them or not, I would do them. I would attempt to do them. I would attempt to ground my energy. I would attempt to say the words and affirm the reality I wanted to live, looking forward, not backward. I knew, my mind knew that I didn't want to be in that space anymore. And this is what these cards are telling you: to get out of the difficult karma. You don't have to own that anymore, because it feels like that tipping point. It feels like that you can, but you have to do the work to actually get there as well. And it's the small steps. It's the breath by breath moments. It's the working on self and communicating that self-care, that love to self, that allows you to move into a personal and openness in that freedom. Okay, because eventually when you say it enough, you start to believe it. You start to see the reality change, and you start to move out of a permanent karmic cycle that has held you, and all of a sudden you're in that flow. Okay, so it feels like you have the opportunity. So whatever work you've been doing, kudos to you, because it's great. It feels like you've shifted out. You just have to help your own unconscious mind shift out of that space as well. So reflection and writing your intentions of where you want to be, stating your intentions of where you want to be, existing in the thought and belief structure of where you want to be, not where you have been. Okay, it's time to move on, go forward, not backward. Okay, this is really important. This is what your throat chakra is telling you today. Now, the chameleon and the rhino. These are actually magnificent cards. Okay, this is telling me your throat chakra is bringing forth a message that you are healing at an exponential rate. Okay, you are able, at the rate you're going, to create positive change, this proactive energy, step by step, manifesting a shift. Okay, what this is saying is that you should think bigger, you should think wider, you should think more transformative. Don't be locked in what you think you can do. Tell yourself you're limitless. Okay, that's my advice. Tell yourself. This is what the throat chakra tells me to tell you. Tell yourself you are limitless. I am limitless. I can do anything. I am positive. I am proactive. I am taking step-by-step action every day, every breath, to create that reality I want, because it literally feels like you need to focus on dotting every I, crossing every T, and communicating that to the world, following thoughts, the inspiration, write it down. It feels like there's, like, if you're not receiving it, that you will be receiving this plethora of energy that is just like downloads. Like, as it's downloading, you're going to be like, whoa, what am I going to do with all this? And you may feel overwhelmed, but the advice is to write it down, write down lists, write down ideas, write down thoughts, and within those lists, create lists if you have to. Keep collating the information, because there are cycles we go through that you receive this information, and your own self, your higher self, the wisdom of the soul, your teams in spirit can communicate more actively and assertively to help you move forward. And then there'll be quieter times, and it's in those quieter times that then you look back on those lists of all those downloads that you've received to be able to actively step into them. Okay, so write lists, keep notes, because this is telling you need to believe in more, and you will be more, because this is showing you the step by step and the details that need to be attended to allow you to move forward. Communicate that outwardly to others every day. Make yourself do it. Create a plan which works for you. And it doesn't matter if it's just the tiniest little putting yourself out every day, or whether it's in a big way. The point is, intention creates that energy that brings it back to you. So you must keep moving forward. You must keep putting it out, big or small. just keep doing it, okay? This is like charge forward, full blast. You've got this, because it's amazing that you can transform into that when you take that action, okay? Oh, wow. Okay. I love the animals. I love the energy they bring. You can buy this through the link below. Messenger Animal Oracle for sale. It's a brilliant deck. There's some beautiful reviews coming through. You can see them on my page. So you're getting a outside perspective on what the deck can offer to you personally. And blessings. Have a wonderful week. I love to hear from you. Bye.